WIBTA if I sue my SIL for stealing my book and making a huge profit from it? I am not op. Posted by you, Stolen Ideas in our Amethyst Hole on the 14th of September, 2020. Original post, 14th of September, 2020. Unnecessary edit because there are just too many ugly messages. To those who think this is fake because of incoherency, grammar, and structure, it's why editors and proofreaders exist. They're hired to fix the manuscript before publishing. I didn't proofread this, and that's my fault. I like to write, but I'm not a professional writer. English is my second language. To those who think it's impossible to make lots of profit from a one-time self-published book with an unheard of author, SIL has a decent following. When her followers buy the book, it climbs Amazon ranking, and that means it's more visible to other buyers interested in the same genre. I came here not for legal advice at first because I was struggling morally. I needed help, not to have people attack me in private messages and in the comments. To those who only commented that this is fake or how I can't be a writer who fail at basic writing skills, if you do not have anything useful to say, please kindly keep your irrelevancy to yourself. I, 24F, write as a hobby, and I like sharing my short stories with my small following. I do want to publish one day, but I want to make it perfect first since it's not edited yet. The unfinished book we're talking about came from an idea that I started to build when I was in middle school. I just finished it last year, but because of the virus, I was forced to put that project aside to ensure steady employment with my day job. My brother and SIL came to visit me to introduce their baby daughter about 6 months ago. SIL just thrusted her baby into my arms even though I lack even the barest knowledge on how to hold a baby. The baby was fussy and my brother helped calm her down while SIL said she wanted to use the bathroom to pump breast milk. They left later and I didn't think anything of it until recently that I was told SIL had published a book. And it had been a while since she published. Self-publish is not as time-consuming as traditional publishing. I don't doubt my SIL's intelligence because she is a smart woman. But I've always heard how she dislikes books cause they're boring and drags on. I wanted to show my support and brought a copy only to realize it's way too similar to mine. I compared it to my copy of unpublished work. It's obvious it's been edited and proofread for fluidity and clarity. I was angry and I admit I overreacted by confronting her over the phone. She said my screaming was upsetting her and hung up on me. It was a back-and-forth battle with phone numbers to get to the truth. By this time, my parents and her parents are involved. Update post, 4th of October, 2020. Old post. New edit. November 18, 20. Things did not go as planned. I can't give you an update now, but soon. Really sorry. Little update on the apology. It's not out. She said she needed more time to prepare her emotional state and she's overworked with their child. But she'll let me know when I can have the apology. Yan. Thank you everyone for giving me advices on how to proceed with this mess. After speaking with my pre-law friend, I decided to go the legal route. I reiterated my compromise with SIL and my brother, but he has fully taken her side. My parents warned me that I'd be disowned and I'd be dead to them if I'm willing to stoop so low. I hired a lawyer and given all the details on my side. My lawyer said she needs my unedited manuscript for the book and my SIL's published book along with the copy SIL sent to have it proofread and edited. Because the published book has different parts changed, my lawyer needs the unedited version which SIL should still have in the transaction she did with her editor and proofreader. We took the risk to ask SIL for the unedited copy she sent to her editor and proofreader despite the chance of having her feign. I don't remember their names. I don't have their contacts anymore. I don't want to, etc. I told SIL that we will go through the route of having to use third-party notarization to ensure no foul play on either part. Have one individual look at my unedited manuscript and the one she sent to her hired editor plus proofreader. Once I told her that. She must have realized I was not bluffing. SIL and my brother accepted the compromise. I take the pseudonym, the royalties, with evidence of sold copies. I stipulated that SIL must put a message out to her followers on her blog that she stole from me. And not a single word in the book is hers. I thank the Redditors for suggesting that. She is clearly pissed off and disgusted with me for doing this to my own family. I threatened her with further legal proceedings if she doesn't do it. No lawsuit happened, but I'm glad I got a professional option just in case. As words got back to my parents of what I did and how dare I got a lawyer to punish SIL because her blog followers will surely lose trust in her and future revenue. I told them and my parents that if they have anything to say, use my business email. I'm done with them. They treated an outsider. SIL 1 month into dating my brother. Better than they ever did to me. I don't need that negativity dragging me down. I'm happier, more free with my opinions. And I don't have to feel the need to compete with everything SIL does just to get my parents to love me a little more than a daughter in name. I have my friends. They've always been more of a family unit to me than my biological ones. I knew I was going to lose something coming out of this. But I didn't expect I'd be okay with the disappointment and hurt. Thank you, everyone. And no, I will not be telling anyone what the name of the book is because I only came here to get a moral judgment and update everyone on what happened. Please don't think I'm using this for clout. The book will not be promoted on Reddit. Not then, not now, and not in the future either. Why do people like SIL always pull out? How can you do this to family, when they themselves had no problem screwing over family? Also, I question whether SIL ever published her own work. Oop might just be by he first person to catch her, or the resources to sue. And if SIL's followers lose faith in her, that's called consequences. Because her blog followers will surely lose trust in her. Well yeah, that's what happens when you turn out to be a thieving fraud. My parents warned me that I'd be disowned and I'd be dead to them if I'm willing to stoop so low. Don't threaten me with a good time. Honestly, if my parents even tried to threaten to disown me for stuff that pops up on AITA and true off my chest where someone else is obviously the bad guy, then they can just saw it off immediately. The second that threat leaves their mouths is the second that I don't have parents anymore. As words got back to my parents of what I did and how dare I got a lawyer to punish SIL because her blog followers will surely lose trust in her and future revenue. And they should lose trust in her. She's a thief and a plagiarist. Ooh, and you just know that if people ever ask why their daughter, sister no longer speaks to them, their story is going to be something along the lines of, SIL's book only had a couple similarities to OOP's. But OOP was jealous of her success and sued her out of spite. Got her book, and profits, back, and got rid of her awful family. Win, win. Good job, OOP. I'm horrified that OOP's brother and parents wanted her to just shut up and go away while SIL stole her manuscript. She stole from OOP. How can they see SIL's actions in anything other than a negative light? How could you do this to me? We're family. Quote, you yelling at me for hurting you is upsetting to me. And, I'm a mother. Quote question mark. Who boy. OOP's entire family is garbage. I'm glad she's away from them, but I do feel bad that they won't stand by her. She deserves so much better. IP law is flawed in many ways. But here it's working as intended, protecting someone's hard work from blatant theft. How could she do that to her? If it were my book, I would be in a rage. I can't believe the parents would take the SIL side. It doesn't matter if SIL was in the family for a few months or a few years. Stealing is stealing. Would they have been so indulgent if SIL stole their jewelry or a few $1,000s? What in the world is up with OOP's entire family? SIL literally stole an entire book, which is no small thing. And the parents are mad at OOP for wanting the wrong righted? And who steals an entire book and publishes it under their known name that the person you've stolen the book from knows about? Is this real life? I feel bad for OOP. I don't think my trust in anyone in the family would ever recover. SIL stole from her own family. She can go to hell. I'm glad you didn't back down and you have a found family. OOP handled this with so much class and grace. If someone did this to me, I would be arrested for assault and battery. I'm actually surprised by the requirement to admit to the fraud. OOP would have profited more off of any future works via their support. And as she points out, their support would have created visibility to many others. I would have absolutely taken them to the cleaners, ain't no way. This story makes zero sense from the jump. How did her sister know where her manuscript was? And how did she steal it but somehow OOP had the original? Did she Mission Impossible it? Brother and SIL have a 6-month-old baby. But in the update, OOP is upset that family took the side of someone who's only been around a month. Why do people ever put updates at the top of posts? How could you sue family? How could you steal a book from family? She got what she deserves. So, SIL stole a book, wanted to take credit for it, and the family is mad at OOP for defending herself?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.